Yeah, I'm uploading another draft. You believe I forgot the table of contents? It never even crossed my mind. I mean, with all the mess I went through with the first table of contents, you would have at least thought it would have played a more significant role in my consciousness, but at least I knew better than to be really fancy about it and try to number the pages and then line it up with the table of contents and get the little dot things using a software that doesn't do it, so you gotta kind of mess around with the darn thing and try. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this time it only took me like 5 minutes. Oh, I think there it is. Hold on. It just uploaded. Manuscript from KKK to CIA. Uploaded successfully. Processing your file. Okay. Yeah. Well, the first time I did this, I don't know if it just wouldn't upload it, or if it uploaded it and I didn't think it processed it, but it had, or something weird. Now I just know it's going to be all over the place. So, yeah, it wants it to be a docx file. If you don't use the Kindle Create, which I went ahead and oh, I already had it downloaded from last time. So when it gave me all the spiel about the table of contents and highly recommends you include a table of contents and all that kind of stuff, whatever. So I was reading up on its instructions, and you know, this was, in a few minutes I was supposed to be downstairs talking to this housing specialist guy, right? So I was trying to rush through it, reading the instructions, trying to fit. I ended up just opening the Kindle Create software and loading the file onto that and letting it do its thing. And the visuals when you use the Kindle Create are so different from the document. I mean, it's shocking the first couple of times you use it, especially if you don't know to scroll down the thing and to really see what it's done to your document. I mean, it completely changes it. So, yeah. And, I mean, it doesn't do an awful job, but it completely changes it. So, yeah, if you can, just convert it to docx, and hopefully it won't find too many problems with that. Let me see what it says now. File processing complete. Manuscript check complete. Alright, it still says I'm missing a table of contents. So, I don't know what its problem is, but I'm going to leave it like that. It says I have a spell check error. Oh. Princeton Academics. Yeah, that's one of the videos. Okay, ignore. Spell check. Spell check. Okay. Alright. I mean, there's no point in doing it. Well, I could use the Kindle Create if I really hate the successfully ignored. Let's go back to content. I mean, I could just do the Kindle Create thing because it does its own it spots, I guess, text that's a lot larger, font sizes that are a lot larger than the rest of it, and it makes sections out of it that you can click on to get directly to them. So it does a lot of weird stuff to your document, but if you can manage just to use docx, it still says I'm missing table of contents. Put table of contents to help you. Yeah, I already read your instructions. Alright. I'm just going to, the first couple of weeks, you keep on uploading drafts. I'm already used to that one. So let me see if I'm even in the screen thing, because yeah. The draft I'm uploading now, I know I'm not going to keep. Because I'm going to preview their darn thing, and something's going to be so weird that I'm going to have to keep on doing this until I get it right. So I'm not going to really stress out the table of contents thing right now. I'm going to recommend a book cover for good reader. Yeah. And upload a cover you already have. Yes, indeed. Upload a cover. So, yeah. So I don't know what it's doing with the table of contents, but at least I have one. And I needed to have one because it didn't really match up with, because I had left certain headings that needed to be changed. So I'm actually glad they made such a big deal about it. Okay, what am I doing? I'm doing the book cover, right? That's gonna be, where is that? In images. No, that's in cover. Cover 1. Okay. So yeah, the save successfully. Cover uploaded successfully, processing your file. All right. So their software does a bunch of weird stuff with your document. And it gets to the point where you say, is this so terrible that I can't live with it? Because it's just, I already know it's going to do weird stuff to my stuff. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm trying not to sweat anything. Hopefully I didn't do such a bad time this time. Because I mean, the first few times I did this, the space between the title of a new section and the body of the text, I put too many spaces in it. So you would see the first page, and the only thing on there was the title. There was nothing else. It started so yeah, their software does a bunch of weird stuff to your things. And it actually separated certain elements on my thing because I had inserted an image and then did a insert text box or whatever and it had separated all the individual images, and one page had the foundation image, another page had the text, and another page had the decorative. I mean, it's just all over the place. So I ended up getting rid of the decorative thing, reducing the space in between the title and the body of the text, and I think I had to delete the page that kept on separating all the elements, and actually had to make it into one image and then just insert the one image on there, convert it to PDF, and then upload the PDF version, which it recommends you not do, but it'll go ahead and do it. So hopefully I didn't make all those mistakes, but yeah, I did forget the table. Didn't even occur to me. Didn't even, okay, there it goes. Okay, upload a cover, all right. Cover uploaded successfully. All right, so online preview. Do I dare? Of course I dare. This is where I find out how completely messed up their software, what their software did to my stuff. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. First page. Like how many? Location 1 of 1893. I'm not even quite sure what that means. But I never do get these things. Alright. So, tablet font size 3, location 1. Okay, I don't know. You gotta move the cursor around. You launch the thing, but I mean, if you don't move the cursor around and find that arrow that pops up, it's gonna be on the right edge of this image of a tablet. So you gotta move your cursor around and because yeah, the first time I didn't even know it did that. So there's my table of content. Okay, looks alright. Intro. Alright, so far so good. Hasn't done anything really weird to my stuff. Okay, the image looks alright. And yeah, I didn't even know about this stuff the first time because I didn't move my cursor around on this thing to see that, yeah, it moves back and forth. You do get to really see what it's doing. Yeah, I'm already liking this version more than the version that the Kindle Create did. Because it completely changes everything. Yeah, this stays more or less like your document. Convert it to docx and upload it just like that. Okay, let's have the other side. Yeah, I think I'm sticking with this. And my separators, yeah, you still see the gray thing on the background, but I'm okay with that. I was so upset about everything the first time. I mean, it's going to change your document. But as long as it doesn't do anything really freaky to it, like just one thing is, okay, so I've got timeline part 2, and I've got the body of the text too. Alright, so it's not so, I made sure, alright, so it's okay. It's, yeah, it's looking okay. Yeah, because I'm going to have to do this with digital to draft, which I'm going to do after dinner. Speaking of which, okay. Okay, I don't know why he does that. There is an image, public domain image. This is only one image of many. I don't know why the others don't show up. Only one image is showing up. I don't know why it's doing that. But I'm okay with it. Because their software can do some really, really weird stuff to your document. No joke. Alright, that's pretty far. But I'm going with it. I'm not touching it for nothing. At least it's on the same page. This is, I'm looking at the flipper thing. Miami before Miami Vice. And there's so much space in between the flipper thing and the quote. Which, I don't know why it does stuff like that. But it does. But at least it's on the same darn page. So I'm not going to have a cow about it. So this is why I try not to sweat. So I don't even know what I'm looking at here. This is why I try not to sweat the spacing, because their software just does all kinds of, if it's on the same page and you can tell what it's referring to, I'm happy. All right, that's how bad it can get. All right, so yeah. All right, like this thing has a text and not the image. See, like that's what I'm kind of referring to. From our world. Today, we carry out the nutrition. Okay, I don't know what happened to the first part of this. That's what I'm talking about, boys and girls. Morgan Freeman. Well, at least he got the whole thing on that one, but I don't know where the, most outrageous operations in sea. So when you're looking through an ebook, and you think it's your device that's messing, it's not your device that's messing. It's the software. It just really does weird stuff to documents. And you can upload something maybe 100 times before you get it the way you're gonna, you know, it really represents it, but who the heck's gonna really do that? You see, now the quote on this thing is to the previous image. And you're only going to know that if you know who this person is. Because you're only getting the... I don't know. Just think about how you type up a document. You're going top to bottom. All right. This thing is shuffling it. So your first page is here, and then it moves it, and then you got your next page, and then it moves it, and then you got your next page. So it's going this way horizontally. But when you're typing out your document, it's vertical. Let me see if I'm even looking at the... You know what I mean? I mean, you see this image of this preview thing. So you see the frame of a tablet. And you hover your cursor there, you'll see the arrows. And after the first page, and then you'll have two arrows if you hover. One goes back. So when you're making the document, you're going top to bottom. But this thing, the way it's just moving it side to side, right? So if it's not lining up, if it didn't line up just so, the image and then the quotation on the bottom, whatever, it may not, you just may see the image on the bottom, and you may not even see the thing until the top of the next, which is what happened in one of these. So it just does weird stuff like that. But at least it hasn't actually separated anything yet. It doesn't mean it won't. Oh my God, and you can't even see that one. Oh, that's pathetic. Why did they, you see, and you can't even figure out. There is this image. It's a tiny little, I can't even call it a thumbnail, okay? It looks like, let me put it this way. I only noticed it because I know it's supposed to be there. It's this tiny little thing that's just as big as maybe a couple of words, all right? And I don't even know how the heck they managed to do that, because all the other images are images. But it's like it's a minuscule thumbnail thing that I don't, and it's actually the same size as the other images. I don't know why oh my gosh. And you like to think it's just, oh, they're just something. No, because that's probably the way, all right. No. These two images are supposed to also be the same size, but at least I can see them and know their images. The other one, you wouldn't even know what that darn thing was. It's so small. Okay, they really changed the sizes of this thing. So I don't. Okay, now I got a blank thing. Oh, excuse me. 101 facts. So I have the citation of one of the images, and that's all you have. But I mean, it does stuff like, weird stuff like that, and you don't even know how it managed to do that, let alone how to fix it. I'm still trying to figure out what it did to the poor Jethro. Yeah, Jethro Brody. It's okay, so if you need an explanation of what that thing's supposed to be, that's Jethro Bodine dressed up as Double Knot 7, okay? When he's doing his spy thing. But, alright, let me see if they actually do anything that I'm going to have a stroke about. Because all the decision now is, do I stick with this one? Or do I go for the Kindle? Which is a pretty good question, and one I'm going to, I mean, I'm going to go with this. Because the rest of it is the way it's supposed to be. Now what that Kindle Create does, I mean, it makes it into something completely different. The question is that completely different thing better than what it does to your thing? And that's ultimately the only yeah, I'm gonna think I'm sticking with this. I mean, it would have to be so bad for me to go with the Kindle Create thing. But, I don't know. It's always going to do weird stuff to the document. That ultimately is the decision you have to make. I mean, I always prefer a paperback to an ebook. Should I admit that? I just thought it was me, but I mean, it does have features like search features and stuff like that. That's awesome. And when they did the stuff that you can highlight and add notes to it, they had me sold completely. But then, boys and girls, they automatically updated the darn thing, and all my notes and all my highlights and it gone. That was the first and last time I wasted time doing that. The charm of the thing just alright, yeah, I'm going with this, because at least it still looks like my document, you know? So, at least for a little while. I've got to really see. These references, citations, oh my god. So, alright. Hey, I'm going to stick with my thing. So, it didn't do anything so unbelievably weird that I can't live with it, you know? Except what did they do to Jethro? I don't even know how they managed to get it that small. But okay. Okay. So, yeah, I'm sticking with mine. No. At least for a while. Okay, so it still says I'm missing a table of contents. That's fine. Everything else is turning up green. It's uploaded my thingy. I did the launch previewer thing. Remember, move your cursor around so you can see the arrow thing. Okay, ISBN is optional, publisher optional. Save and continue. So, yeah, that's Kindle ebook details complete. Kindle ebook content complete. Kindle ebook pricing not started. I already know what this darn thing. Maximize my royalties with whatever Kindle. With Kindle Select, you can reach more readers, earn more. Yeah, really. Earn more money, maximize your sales potential, or again, enroll my book in Kindle Select. What do you think I'm going to do about that one, boys and girls? Yeah. Select the territories for which you hold distribution rights to enter all territories worldwide rights. Primary marketplace, Amazon.com, fine. Pricing and royalty, select a royalty plan and set your Kindle ebook list prices below 70%. Your book file size after conversion is 2.51. Marketplace list price must be $2.99 to $9.99. All marketplaces are based on this price. Well, I'm doing the $9.99, and I will adjust it as needs be and whatever. We'll get into that later on, boys and girls. All right. The following price lists were converted based on the previous price you entered. So now they give you different places for different countries and their currency and all that kind of stuff. Terms and conditions. It can take up to 72 hours for your title to be available for purchase on Amazon. By clicking publish below, I confirm that I agree to and am in compliance with whatever terms and conditions, KDP terms and conditions, and all the rights necessary to make the content I am uploading available for marketing, distribution, and sales in each territory, whatever. And there it is, the big old yellow button. Publish your Kindle ebook. Done. Alright. Title archiving now. Congratulations. Now I don't know which thing to do here. I guess that one, yeah. From KKK to CIA, Amazon, $9.99. It can take up to 72 hours. Publisher as paperback. Start your paperback now. Yeah. Anyway. Close. I guess I should have made sure I had the thing, yeah? There we go. Alright, let me save that image because that's going to be my thumbnail. I already had two other things because I was going to the various. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I guess I'll call it congratulations, yeah? Alrighty, hold on. Okay, where are you? Alright, nobody. And that's it. There's my thumbnail. And my stuff is published. It is 6:03. Alright. Yeah, I was going to put up the thing as far as when you get to the bookshelf, put a link over there how you get to the Kindle Direct publishing thing when I was talking about it before. Yeah, they've got a thing called Bookshelf, and it shows images of your previous titles or your current titles. On top of there, there's a big old yellow button, Create. That's the button you hit to upload a new title. Yeah, I just have to scroll down, and okay, now I got 3 books on there. So yeah. So yeah, I got 3 books in my bookshelf now. From KKK to CIA, American Timeline. Years. You didn't actually think I was going to wait the extra couple of days for the description, please. I would have had a stroke way before then anyway, so yeah. Alright. This thing says live, the other one says in review. The price is there. And otherwise, it's got the same layout. Promote and advertise, except this one still has the continue setup button. I guess until it gets out of the review stage, that's there. But no, it's launched. I got a picture to prove it. So I guess I'm good. All right, I guess that is it. Three titles. So, yeah. I don't know. I thought they were gonna. I don't know if they're kind of. I don't know what they're doing today. So I don't know how that's working out. But if they stay out of my way, in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna try to upload. I'm gonna try to have the other one ready for uploading. But well, yeah, I think I'm gonna end up. This whole thing is gonna end up with me going back to and take the. Oh man, they can't really seriously think people want to stay here. I mean, come on, this is. So, I don't know what kind of Nazi you'd have to be, but whatever. Okay. Before they had to shoot me down the street. Stop. Okay. Yeah. Because the only thing I'm thinking at this point, beyond getting my titles out, is YouTube development. And I'm thinking revamping. See, I added the end screen and the info cards and all that kind of stuff, and the subscribe button thing, whatever, to the most popular videos. Right, the one with the highest views. I think I'm going to start tinkering with the lowest ones to see if I can up the thing. You know, change the title, give it a really decent descriptive title, not the nonsense I usually put there, right? And a good solid description and a good thumbnail, the whole bit, right? Just to see if I can, what that does overall. So, if I can't push myself as a YouTube developer on one of these freelance things, at least maybe I can get my own channels to go up in views and all that kind of stuff, to be a little bit more active and whatnot. But now I hear they've had the software and they've been doing this all along. They make some channels easily visible while other channels are, I mean, it's like almost next to impossible to get. I don't. Oh, boys and girls, I tell you, it's, yeah. So, yeah, whatever. 35 minutes. Okay. And it's dinner time, and I'm going to go. I'm going to have the dinner thing and figure out what's happening. Okay. It is 6:08 p.m. Monday evening, January 23rd, 2023, somewhere in Brooklyn. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you later. Take care.